Hi, welcome to the small shed. Today I'm making some face masks. See you in a minute. Now, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago in one of the videos that the purpose of Men in Sheds really was to combat loneliness and isolation in people, and this video is basically totally nothing to do with myself, the shed, or anything. It's unashamedly about Men in Sheds, because something happened this week that just totally epitomised what the whole thing is all about. Let me explain while I'm getting in the car. I've got to pop over to Bromsgrove. I know it's not an essential journey, but in this case it is. So I'm going up to Aldi, to the car park up there, pick up some head shields, and I'll explain on the way what this is all about. So this started off originally with a comment on our Men in Sheds WhatsApp group, and it said basically, help, if you have an Amazon account, will you please order Oregon mesh face shield costing £10. I'm busy replacing the mesh with acrylic for use in a care home, and specifically for my son's home. Amazon is limiting sales to 1 per customer, and I'm trying to get 30 plus. The first one came in within a matter of minutes. I've placed an order. It should be delivered on the 11th or 13th of May. How do you want me to get it to you? Then another one said, ask my wife to order one, as she got Prime and gets free delivery. Next one, my wife will order one also on Amazon Prime. And fourth one, hi Phil, I've ordered one for delivery 12th to the 14th. He sent a reply saying, send your bank details and I'll pay into your account. And then came the reply that I would have expected from the Men in Sheds: no need to send my bank details, the home can have this one on me. Then we got a response, same here Phil, it's on me, it's all for a good cause. That's the fifth one, and by this time it was catching. Another one came in, I've ordered one for you Phil, it should arrive between 11th and 15th of May. No charge Phil, least I can do. And then another one, on us Phil, it's the least we can do, to a fellow shedder. I think we're up to about 6 or so by then. Bearing in mind this started at 5:45. We're now up to about 6:30. And then a curveball entered the arena from one of the other members. He said, I can get 30 on next day delivery for £189 from Toolstream using the shed account. How many would you like, Phil? And then everybody started, oh blimey head, we should have all just chipped in with that. That started another ball rolling. Somebody started that one by saying, if anyone's up for it, let's chip in, I'll pledge £50. Another one came in, I'll put in another 30. Same here, Phil, 50. So I thought, why not? I cancelled my order. I said, I'll make up the difference. So at this point, we've got those 30 were paid for, plus about another 5 or 6 via Amazon on order. But of course, it didn't end there, did it? Next email comes in, please put us down for £30 and let us know about paying. Another one, we'll put in £30 too. Next one, trust me, only read half the post, just seen the above, put me down for £30. Then came in an offer from somebody getting some 3D printed masks done by a mate in Redditch. And although these weren't quite what was needed, they were slightly more flimsy. Again, the offer was taken up. It's one of the shedders, and it's made a valuable contribution as a stopgap until we can get this whole process rolling. And then the next morning, Joe from Age UK came in, who hadn't been catching up with the post. She hadn't read them. She's our sort of sponsor at Age UK. And she said, sorry guys, didn't read all your messages until after 9 PM last night. People ask what it is about the shed that makes it so special. You showed what that is all about last night. Thank you. And then it just went on and on. We had a Zoom meeting later on that day to get some logistics sorted out. I found that I'd got enough polycarbonate in the shed to get 5 prototypes started. And so now we're off to go and get these shields. I'm getting 15 at the moment, or 18 I think. I'm meeting up in the car park in Bromsgrove to get these shields, and we can at least start and get half a dozen made, or 15 made anyway. So that's what we've been able to get. Essentially these are for use with brush cutters and the like in gardening and lawnmower type machinery. And then you've got a visor that clips on. Now what we want to do is essentially replicate that visor in plastic, that's all. Acrylic or polycarbonate, I'm not sure which. I've got polycarbonate, so we can at least make a start with that. So what I'll do is I'll cut out my 5 panels, then I'll make a template up out of these hole spacings, because that's the only critical dimension. Make a template, make something the same shape out of MDF, and then when I've got the cut pieces I can just whip the corners off on the bandsaw and router the holes. There'll be another 2 holes there and there, and then we can get the edges routed to suit the profile so that they're all the same. That'll do me, I think. Yeah, that's about right. Put the curves in, and I'll cut this out on the bandsaw and get it sanded to shape. That will give us the starting point. Right, I've just tidied the holes up for the slots. Time to have a go with the first one and see if it works. What I'm going to do is just stick the template to the bit of polycarbonate, my usual favourite, super glue. Masking tape, that way it tears off easily afterwards. The accelerator on there, line that up properly on the bottom. And that's it. So there we go, that's the first one ready for type approval. At the moment they're spreading out very slightly at the bottom. I don't know if there's a way I can get the polycarbonate to bend. Now they're splaying out slightly at the bottom, so I've just had them in the oven for a few minutes, 150 degrees, put them over a former, and that brings them into shape now so that they're much more inclined to want to fit, and they don't splay out so much around the shoulders, which was the problem with them before, or with the Mark 1. But now I think we've cracked it, and we can get the rest of them cooking. Right, well there we are, there's 4 or 5 masks there, all ready to go off, and if anything epitomises perfectly what Men in Sheds is all about, I think this whole process has done exactly that. Cry for help from one of the members, responded to and more within a matter of hours, and then a complete set of guys working together as a team who've put together, getting the resources, getting the stuff distributed and everything. We're already started production within a matter of 2 or 3 days. So a huge thank you to Age UK and all our sponsors through donations, shed shares, whatever. You are making a huge difference. This has demonstrated perfectly how a group of people that are, many of them the target group for Men in Sheds, socially isolated, even in these times they're managing to keep working together, meeting up, albeit through Zoom or through WhatsApp groups, telephone calls. Everybody's looking after everybody else, and it just proves that the whole thing works beautifully well. So thank you all, it really is appreciated. So I hope that was of interest to you. It sheds a bit of light on Men in Sheds as well, I hope, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week when we'll have something different. See you then. Bye.